what determines leadership excellence? I was told today to talk around the white elephant in the room, but I want to try to hit this one right on the nose and just present my own insights about what I think about leadership. And what I think determines leadership excellence is why leadership, a certain style of leadership. I think what we're all used to as hockey players, as ringette players, in certainly our business interactions, what we've experienced with growing up with teachers and parents, is what I call what and how leadership. In this particular model of leadership, you have your leader up at the top, and largely they dictate what to do and how to do it. And the followers in that type of a group look for certainty and integrity in the leader. What's most important in this particular model is that you believe the leader. They're the ones with the expertise. They're the ones that are going to lead us to victory. And I think this style of leadership is a good model, but it's not what's going to define the teams that win at the highest level of excellence. Just an example of what and how leadership, you go to a hockey coach, you've got a bunch of junior hockey players, and the coach will say, what we're going to do today is we're going to work on our defensive skills. How we're going to do it is skate backwards between the blue lines. But can you imagine a coach that said why we're going to do it, or inspired a passion for the game? Then those kids will do any what and any how, and they'll become ultimately better hockey players. That's what I call why leadership. In this style of leadership, the leader's a little less important. And the reason is they continuously point to an inspiring and compelling why. And this type of leadership lends itself to a group of already excellent individuals who know what to do, who know how to do it. And I think I'm in a room with a group of people that fit this model. You've got 27 districts. Every single leader in that community that's going to be a prospective MLA or an MLA has a good head on their shoulders that knows what and knows how. And so the type of leadership model that I think is particularly relevant and particularly important is to have a leader who consistently points towards a vision for the organization. This particular model, belief in the leader isn't necessarily as important. The leader is just a messenger to continuously and painstakingly point the way. They rally the what and how out of the group and consistently point in the direction of why. And they never lose touch with it. Real world example, one of the best speeches ever written, the I Have a Dream speech. I'm going to read it, my favorite excerpt. Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy. Now is the time to rise from the dark, desolate valley of segregation to the sunlit path of racial justice. Now is the time to open the doors of opportunity to all of God's children. Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood. Now, what's so compelling and inspiring about this speech is that there's a very clear why: racial justice. But the key point to take away from this discussion about the hallmark of leadership excellence is that nowhere did Martin Luther King Jr. in this speech or in his 10-year campaign to bring this movement to a reality ever said what or how to do it. He inspired 250,000 people the day of that speech and millions to follow without even having a map. He empowered the what and how out of every individual towards a common vision. That's why leadership. A teacher who believes in the self-efficacy of a student more than knowledge is a why leader, inspiring a belief in that student. The what and the how are the math and arithmetic and the reading. But for a child to walk away believing in themselves, that's a why leader, a teacher who can do that. A clergyman who inspires a congregation to act with compassion is a why leader. Doesn't tell you what to do or how to do it, but inspires you to act with compassion. And a politician that looks past the opposition toward a legacy, that's a why leader. The hallmark of leadership excellence is the ability to inspire followers with a compelling why.